بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قال رسول الله sallallahu, aleyhi, sellem, أحب للناس ما يحب لنفسك. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu, aleyhi, sellem said, love for people and humanity what you love for yourself. This in the American culture and possibly in the English culture as well is known as the golden rule, to treat others the way that you want to be treated. But the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu, aleyhi, here is using a very, very profound word and a very strong word, and that is the word hub, to love. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu, aleyhi, here is instructing us to take whatever we love for ourselves and to make sure that we try our best, that we do to the best of our ability to love that for other people. This is a very, very amazing and beautiful hadith when you read it, but if you think about it in practicality, it's actually very difficult and very, very challenging. To sincerely love on the same level what you love for yourself for other people as well. Think for a moment what you love for yourself on the basic level. We love safety, we love being safe and secure, we love being happy, we love being successful. These are things that we love for ourselves. So the Prophet ﷺ in this hadith is saying that when you love these things for yourselves, make sure that you try your best, right? Absolutely everything in your power to ensure these for other people. So we have to ask ourselves the question, we love being safe and sound and well-fed. How do we treat people in our community or possibly in our city who are homeless and who are hungry? Are we people who actually make an effort to go and help the homeless and to feed them the way that we would love that if we were in that situation? Or do we just sit and kind of preach about it and not do it? See, that's where this hadith comes into play. That's where it becomes practical, is that do you really love for humanity what you love for yourself? We love to be successful. When someone comes to us and tells us of a great job that they just got, or a wonderful marriage proposal that they got, or whatever, they got accepted into a graduate school program, are we as happy for them or are we jealous of them? Do we backbite about them and say that, oh, they didn't even deserve it, or I'm not even sure how they got married? Or do we congratulate them and make dua for them, and sincerely are we happy for them? See, this is where it becomes practical. When we have situations that come to us from all areas, all realms of life, do we love for people to enjoy success and happiness as much as we love it? Or are we putting ourselves above people? See, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ here is teaching us that you really have to put your money where your mouth is. In the phrase in the American culture, we say, put your money where your mouth is. It basically means walk the walk. It's very easy in Islam to talk the talk. It's very easy for us to say, you know what, I'm a Muslim, I'm this, I'm that, and preach it. Even preachers from the pulpit, from the minbar. Any of you young khatibs out there, or young du'at, or anyone who spreads the message of Islam, it's very easy to stand up on the minbar and say, treat people well, treat your families well, treat this well. But are you really doing it? And this hadith is teaching that to us. The Prophet ﷺ knew that he was giving us a very short hadith, and a very simple, in terms of theory, hadith. But he also knew that this hadith was one that conquers the nefs, and one that needs a conquered nefs in order for it to be practical. And so we have to make sure that every time that we want something good for ourselves, that we try our best to give it to other people as well. Just an action item for you to take home, a piece of homework for you to take home from this, is that whenever you're out with your friends, or whenever you're out with your family, and you're about to get something for yourself, make sure you get something that someone else in your family or your friends group would like as well. An example is, you're going out shopping to buy yourself a shirt, and you have a brother or a sister at home, or a mother or father, then you want to buy them something as well. A small gift, right? Just something, just to get started with that idea of giving them what you love for yourself. Or if you're going out to lunch with your friends, or going out to get coffee in between classes at school, then make sure that you pay for one of your friends' lunches or coffees, and do it easily. Don't be stingy. Do it easily. Don't worry, money comes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will provide. But do it easily. Why? Because that becomes a proof, and you can say on the Day of Judgment, inshallah, when you meet the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you say, Ya Rasulullah, I followed that hadith that you taught me, that to love humanity as I love myself. The second action item that I want to say, and this is a more serious one, is that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam here didn't say to love only your brother and sister, but he said to love all of humanity. In the Muslim community, unfortunately, there has become this dichotomous sort of view that Muslims, we should be treating them well, and that non-Muslims, we treat them cordially. We say, oh, mashallah, assalamu alaikum, how are you? No, the Prophet ﷺ was someone who served everyone, regardless of race, regardless of gender, of age, and religion. He served people who even weren't Muslim. He took care of them. The famous story we all know about, his neighbor who used to abuse him and harass him, and she was not a Muslim. And she used to throw garbage on his doorstep, and the Prophet ﷺ, what did he do? The day that she was sick, he went over and visited her because he heard that she was sick and he wanted to check up on her. That's service, and that's loving for humanity what you love for yourself. So the two action items, number one, make sure that we start to get things for people that we love for ourselves, whether it's food or small gifts, make sure that we start to do that. And number two is to find some sort of way, some sort of organization, some sort of way to mobilize and to take care of the issues that are plaguing our society, Muslim and non-Muslim. If it means to feed the homeless or to feed the needy, do it. If it means to clothe and home the homeless, make sure that we do it. Do whatever is in your power, inshallah. That way we can say that we're truly trying our best to act on this hadith. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to allow us to practice all that has been said and heard. Jazakumullah khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.